This is the plaintiff, Tynesa Williams. She says she gave the defendant a deposit for a house he was renting, and then 15 minutes later it began to rain and the roof started leaking. She couldn't believe her eyes. Never even lived in the place for a minute and demanded her money back because the deal was now off. The defendant refused. She's done trying to get it back on her own and needs the judge's help to set things right. She's suing for $200, the amount she's owed. This is the defendant, Donna K. Carter. She says the woman simply changed her mind because she found a different place closer to her place of work. Since the plaintiff gave her a deposit on the house and told her she wanted it, she took the place off the market and even turned away a potential renter. Return her deposit? No way. She's accused of being all washed up.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Tynesa Williams?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Okay, you're suing Donna K. Carter for $200 of a deposit that you placed on an apartment, which according to you, within minutes, realized was not going to pass inspection and had a big leak.
Yes,
wanted
ma'am.
your money back. All right, tell me what happened.
Okay, that day I went and I met her over, and I liked the house. I was looking around.
What kind of house was it?
A 3-bedroom house, you know, nothing too fancy. So when I got there, I was looking around, and she had told me, she said, well, you got to sign this lease in order for me to turn this into HUD. And I did everything.
Why HUD? You were going to be on Section 8?
Yes, I'm on Section 8. So I met her over to give her my voucher. She said, well, I'm not going to be able to, you have to give me something on the house. You have $200? I gave her $200. I noticed that
So you signed a lease and you gave a deposit?
Yes, ma'am. But my mom was there and everything, and we noticed the roof was leaking. And I was like, oh, my God, the roof is leaking. She was like, well, I'll fix it. We was walking around, and the floor was dirty, and then the bathroom had mildew on it. And she was like, well, I have all that cleaned up. I said, well, no, ma'am, I just don't want to deal with it. You know, I want to go somewhere else because my kids has asthma and the roof leaking. She was like, oh, all that'll be fixed. My mom said, what about the floor? She was like, well,
what was wrong with the floor?
It was real dingy, like it was old, like it was chipped up on the side. Mom was like, is you gonna fix that? She was like, at first she was like, yeah, we're gonna fix all that. Then she was like, well, if HUD don't require me to fix it, we won't fix it. I was
fix
like,
what?
The floor, clean the floor, and the well, she told me she'll fix the roof. Then she went out and wrote my tag number down, and you know, she was just, my baby had touched the stove. She was like, don't touch that. I was like, no, I changed my mind. You know, I just don't want to deal with you. So I got on my cell phone and I called the police. When the police got there, I told him what happened. He said, well, ma'am, I can't give you back your money because it's a civil suit because you handed her money. I have my receipt. She said she gave me a $200 receipt. I told her, I just don't want to deal with her. Just give me back my money and I'm going to go ahead on somewhere else. She said, no, you wasted my gas and my time and I'm not giving you back the money.
Okay, and you're saying the police came out there the same day that you
Yes,
gave
ma'am.
the deposit? And you gave the deposit what day? Can I see the receipt?
Yes, ma'am.
July 15th. That's the day you gave the receipt?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, let me hear from you, Ms. Carter.
Okay, Your Honor, first of all, we did meet on the 15th, and she looked at the house. During that process, there were a few things that was noticed. I never knew there was a leak, and in fact, it was taken care of the next day. Everything that was found was taken care of the next day on Saturday.
Okay, what was discussed between the two of you that day that was found?
That day, she had the Section 8 voucher. She wanted me to take it and wanted the property. All the family members liked it. She liked it. I said, I won't take it off the market unless you give me a partial deposit. I said, I need $500. She said, well, all I can give you is $200 today. I said, well, okay, if you agree that on Monday you'll give me the other $300, then I'll hold it till Monday. If not, everything will be forfeited. I had her sign that. I had her sign to that agreement.
Can I see that?
And that is in the on the back side of the application. I got the $200 and everything was fine. When she said, I don't want anybody else in my house messing up my carpet. She said, no, I wanted to get it off the market. I said, okay, done. It's done. On Monday, I got a telephone call from her, and she says, I changed my mind. I want my money back. And I said, you remember that we had a very lengthy conversation, Tynesa. I said, if you don't give me the other money and go ahead with this, even signing a lease, you're in a lease situation at this point. I said, you lose that $200, you don't get it back. So at,
Okay, you know
at
you did
that
sign something
point,
that said that, though, right?
No, listen.
I know. No,
That-
you listen though. You know you did sign something that said that. Do you-
No, ma'am, that wasn't on there because
Okay.
I read that very good. If it's on there, she had to add it, ma'am, because I take care of my business
Okay,
very
can I
good.
see your copy of it? That's certainly possible.
She didn't give me a copy because right there at the house, it wasn't even no lease. Okay, once I told her I didn't want the house, all that was voided out because the lease is not.
Let's assume, all right, I'm gonna pretend that's not even there. You give $200, you sign a lease, why should you be able to get out of it? Because according to you, you spot the leak immediately and she's hiding the leak and you call the cops out right then. And according to you, there were no cops out right then.
Yes, ma'am.
On
I had the money
On
on me.
Monday is when the
finish.
cops come out.
No.
If I-
Hold on, you listen, hold on a second, all right? I'm listening to her right now. I
Yes,
listen to
ma'am.
you, now I'm listening to her, so stop interrupting.
Yes, ma'am.
So according to you, it's now Monday, and she calls you and says, or you call her,
She called me.
and says, I changed my mind, I
She
want my money
changed her
back. You
mind.
say you don't get your money back.
Right. Then another person, a friend of hers, she had them call me to make an appointment to show the same house under the same pretense. I have a HUD voucher. I want this house. I like it. I went and met a friend, supposedly her friend, at 3:30 in the afternoon.
Was it
and
her friend?
It was her.
Wait, when you say supposedly her friend, did you know when you were making the appointment that it was her friend?
No, I didn't know it was her friend.
Right, you thought it was a brand new
Yes,
person?
but it
and
was
when
her.
you go there,
It
what
was
is
her.
It's and this
Her.
is the Monday the 18th. And
This,
so
her and a very large guy with her and a
Okay.
little boy.
Okay.
And the man is saying, you've got to give her money back really loudly. And she's saying, give me my money, really, really loudly. And I closed the door. I would
what
not
are
let
you
them
saying?
in.
You're saying you never went there Monday?
Listen, what you know what Monday came out about? I had to wait till Monday to talk to my hard worker. All this went on Friday.
Did you? So you never went to the property on Monday?
No, ma'am. I never saw her on a Monday.
Okay, does anybody have the police report?
We didn't have the police gave me a
They
little
would
piece
The
of
not
police
paper.
make a
came out,
report.
right?
No, when the police
The
came
police come out.
Yes, ma'am. He gave
Stop.
me.
There's the magic bullet. See? If the police came out on Friday, then things happened the way you said. If the police came out on Monday, then things happened the way you said. I want to know how things happen because one of you is a bold-faced liar.
I don't have
And I
things
want
to
to know which of you is lying.
Okay, I don't-
Because I demand, if I got to sit here and listen to people lie all day, I got to have myself a little fun. So I'm going to, oh no, this is so easy. I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out from the Jacksonville police. If they may not have written a report on something
They
like
didn't.
this,
Hold
but
on,
they'll have a log of when they went out to a call on a certain address.
They will.
Okay? They will have that. So
Yes.
I'm going to get off this bench. I'm going to make myself a latte. And I'm going to find out which of you two is lying
Okay.
about when the police got there.
I
That
had
it's
it
not
wrote
so
down
easy.
because he gave me the reason why I was able to.
I don't need flapping gums from either side.
Okay.
I need to take a recess.
All rise.
So if somebody signs a lease and then very quickly they say, oh, I made a mistake, I want to change my mind, and the landlord hasn't relied on it, can you get out of the lease?
Yeah,
Really? Why?
you should be able to. It's the right thing.
Is it the right thing? You agreeing with that, sir?
Yes, I think that we should get an opportunity to renege because, especially if it's only an hour,
Or whatever. I mean, however long, just quickly.
I think we should have a limit.
Okay.
A grace period is appropriate, definitely, like a 24-hour or a 48-hour.
We are 2 cases into the show, and I don't agree with a single thing any of you have said the entire show yet, going inside the courtroom.
Something you want to tell me? Something you want to tell me? When did the police go out there?
On a Friday.
They didn't.
It happened on Friday.
They didn't. The police didn't go out there on Friday. The police went out there on Monday at 3:59. That's when the police went out there, July 18th. That's when the police went out there. The police lying too, because everybody's against you.
Everybody against me for my money because I gave her my money for a deposit.
Why'd you lie to me?
All I know is that they on the receipt. That's when I called the police. My boyfriend was there. He would have came up here with me.
Not
but
according to the police. The police say that the date the police were called out to that house was on the Monday.
Well, that was
Right.
the day that we.
Right. So
Okay.
here's where we are. Okay, let's assume police never happened, and
Yes,
I
ma'am.
don't know that you lied to me.
Yes,
let's just
ma'am.
assume, let's take that out of the way.
Okay.
Here's what I got.
Yes, ma'am.
I got you walking in, seeing a house, liking it, giving a $200 deposit, and then changing your mind. Whether you changed your mind half an hour later or 4 days later because you found something better, you still just changed your mind.
It was about
And you
'cause I
can't
found
change your
something
mind.
better.
When you give a deposit, the default position is that it's non-refundable. Why would it be refundable? You're taking the house off the market for, according to her, 3 days, according to you, 30 minutes. But either way, you're taking the house off the market. What law says that she has to return it to you because you changed your mind?
It wasn't about I changed my mind. The reason why
Yeah, it was. Even under your testimony, it's about you changed your mind. You got a bad feeling. She's taking down your license plate. You don't like her. There's a leak. Houses get leaks. Leaks are fixable. There's no problem with a leak. That's not a reason why you could change your mind. A leak. Now you're telling me there's mold all over the place, but what, your eyeballs and the eyeballs of all your friends and family who were there didn't see that before you gave her the $200? It's not believable. But then when I add to that the clincher that you and I both know that what you wasted my time. You know what? I'd feel better for you to stop me from wasting my time right now. But you and I both know that it didn't happen the way you're saying it did. My verdict in this case is for the defendant.
Well, here comes the plaintiff after it didn't go too well there at the end. What happened to the story? It kind of went up in smoke there.
Child, because she lied and they believed her about that. She made up a lie, made like me and my boyfriend went over there bothering her and we never said nothing to her. She took the money, but I'm not going to worry about it because God got the last say so.
Where do you live now?
I found another house.
Oh, you found it? Is it better?
Yeah,
All
way
right.
better. The roof not leaking.
All right. Okay. All right, so come on in here. You think that was funny? The roof not leaking line there? You like that?
Yeah, it
All
wasn't
right,
leaking
so-
on Saturday either.
When the judge went out there and said she was going to call the cops, did you know you were going to win the case right there? Or did you know before then?
Well, I was just glad that the police answered the phone and actually gave her the right information.
Mm-hmm. Good.
That's not
Harvey?
what I'll do.
Okay, Kurt, when you sign a contract or a lease or anything, you do not leave the premises until you get a copy of that document. I am telling you, that's the way that you can prove positive that if something was changed, you have the original and you can show it to the judge, and then you can show that somebody altered it subsequently. You have to leave with a copy. Do not let them say to you it's not available. Leave with a copy. Now we'll do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.